There is a village in the mountains of central Japan where the rooftops are so steep and so thick with thatched straw that they look like the hands of a person pressed together in prayer. In winter, when the snow falls heavy and deep in the Japanese Alps, those rooftops disappear under meters of white, and the entire valley transforms into something so still and so perfect that visitors often stand at the edge of it and say nothing at all. This is Shirakawa-go, a UNESCO World Heritage village hidden in one of the most remote and snow-buried valleys in Japan. And it is one of the most beautiful places on the face of the earth. Shirakawa-go sits in the Shogawa River Valley in Gifu Prefecture, in the mountainous interior of Japan's main island of Honshu. The name means White River Village, and the river that runs through it, pale, cold, and fast, gives you some sense of the character of this place. The village is surrounded on all sides by mountains, and for much of its history, those mountains cut it off almost completely from the rest of Japan. The snow in winter here is not the light, dusty kind. It falls thick, heavy, and relentless, accumulating to depths that would crush an ordinary roof. And so, over centuries, the people of Shirakawa-go developed a solution that became the defining feature of their village and one of the most distinctive architectural styles anywhere in the world. The buildings here are called Gassho-zukuri farmhouses, and the name means hands in prayer, a reference to the steep triangular shape of the thatched roofs that were specifically engineered to shed the enormous weight of mountain snow. The roofs are built at an angle of 60 degrees, steep enough that snow slides off before it can accumulate to dangerous levels. The thatching itself is between 1 and 2 meters thick, made from miscanthus grass harvested from the surrounding mountains, and it needs to be completely replaced approximately every 30 to 40 years. A community effort in which the entire village comes together to re-thatch a single roof in a single day. This tradition, called yui, is still practiced today, and if you are lucky enough to witness one of these re-thatching events during your visit, it is one of the most remarkable living cultural traditions you will ever see anywhere in Japan. Getting to Shirakawa-go requires some planning, but the journey is part of the experience. The most common route is from Nagoya or Kanazawa by expressway bus, a service that runs several times daily and takes between 1 hour and 15 minutes from Kanazawa and about 2 hours from Nagoya. The bus drops you directly in the village. From Tokyo, the fastest route combines the Shinkansen bullet train to Nagoya, and then the expressway bus onward. From Osaka or Kyoto, connecting via Kanazawa is the most efficient option. There is no direct train to Shirakawa-go itself. The mountains see to that, which means arriving by bus or car remains the only way in. Driving through the mountain roads in the approach to the village, particularly in winter when the passes are snow-covered and the valleys below are completely white, is an experience of its own. The best time to visit depends entirely on what you are looking for. Winter, particularly January and February, is when Shirakawa-go is at its most dramatic and most famous. The The snow transforms the village into something from a woodblock print, and on select winter evenings, the village holds light-up events in which lanterns and subtle illuminations are placed throughout the farmhouses, turning the snow-covered rooftops amber and gold against the dark mountain sky. These events draw visitors from across Japan and around the world, and tickets and accommodation must be booked months in advance. Spring brings the snowmelt, green rice paddies, and cherry blossoms. Autumn covers the surrounding mountains in red and gold foliage that reflects in the river below. Every season here is a reason to visit. The village is small enough to explore completely on foot in a few hours, but slow enough to reward an entire day of unhurried wandering. The Wada house is the largest and most famous of the Gassho-zukuri farmhouses and is open to visitors. Stepping inside, you understand immediately the genius of the design. The ground floor was used for living and cooking. The upper floors, warm from the heat rising from the hearth below, were used for raising silkworms and storing tools. The wooden beams are blackened by centuries of smoke, and the structure above your head is a cathedral of interlocking timber that has stood without a single nail. The Kanda house and Nagase house are also open to the public and equally fascinating. Above the village, a short uphill walk leads to the Shirayama Viewpoint, the single most famous view of Shirakawa-go, looking down into the valley with the entire cluster of Gassho-zukuri rooftops spread out below, the river running through the center, and the mountains rising on every side. Every photograph you have ever seen of this village was taken from this spot, or very close to it. Come at dawn, before the tour groups arrive, and you will have it to yourself. For food, the local specialty is Hida beef, a Wagyu from this mountain region that rivals Kobe beef in quality and far surpasses it in obscurity. Rich, marbled, and deeply flavored, it is served grilled, in hot pot, or over rice in the restaurants and farmhouse guest houses throughout the village. Local sake, brewed from the pure mountain water of the Shogawa River, is the drink of choice and pairs perfectly with a hearty mountain cooking. For accommodation, staying overnight in one of the working Gassho-zukuri farmhouse guest houses is one of the great travel experiences available in Japan. These minshuku, family-run guest houses, offer traditional tatami rooms, communal baths, and dinners of local mountain cuisine, served by the same families who have lived in these farmhouses for generations. Waking up inside a 300-year-old thatched farmhouse while snow falls silently outside the window is the kind of night that changes the way you think about travel. Shirakawa-go is proof that the most beautiful places in the world are not always the most accessible. The mountains kept this village hidden for centuries. The snow shaped its architecture. The isolation preserved its traditions. And everything that makes it extraordinary today is a direct result of the hardship that shaped it. This is a village that the world tried to keep a secret, and failed beautifully. If this video inspired you, subscribe right now. 2 more of the world's most beautiful villages are coming this week. Drop a comment below. Is Japan on your travel list? See you in the next video.